50 anime in under 5 minutes. Let's go. Relatable loner with social anxiety who possesses equally as much passion for music as she does pink tracksuits encounters the greatest threat to her existence. An extrovert. Now she plays in a band. Simp helps his idol to basically give birth to himself. He dies, gets reborn, and is still a simp, but with a mother and sister complex. There's also some murder mystery going on. Boy gains superpowers by eating the hair of a middle-aged muscular man and starts fighting baddies with his friends. A bunch of teenager problems and mental illnesses made artsy, plus oral intercourse and a cat girl. Your incompetent Discord friend group who enthusiastically starts playing a new MMO together, but can't get past the first dungeon. 100% historically accurate personalities fight an all-out war against each other over a giant cup that grants wishes. Carnivores and herbivores at school combined with romance and murder. The magnum lupus of furry representation in modern media and ironically one of the most natural sounding voice acting in anime. The wet dream of every horny teenager with gacha addiction. Schizo wannabe scientist accidentally invents time travel and gets depression from it. The beginning of a new era of tsundere, something about balance and human tortures, and in the end you realize most of it was just a couple having a fight. Isekai dude who just wants his alone time gets completely effed, cancelled, adopts a raccoon slave and starts his vengeance. Imagine a counter-terrorist unit made from cute girls. Imagine Hitler but as a charismatic lolly. Imagine not getting laid. Imagine. Okay, let's take this one seriously. Economics classes in medieval Europe, but the lecturers are a traveling merchant and a sometimes naked wolf goddess. The embodiment of an inner monologue trains to fight demons because Michael Jackson killed his family. Komi is a girl who can communicate. Snarky boy helps a bunch of girls through supernatural puberty and manages to get a girlfriend along the way. The main girl misunderstands the main guy. Support character A misunderstands support character B. Support character B misunderstands the main guy and support character C, who misunderstands the main girl and support character A, who also gets misunderstood by the main guy. Rinse repeat. Trauma-inducing fantasy adventure with nice worldbuilding and way too many urinating children. Masterful spy uses his adoptive daughter for an infiltration job, meets hot assassin Mami and proves that relationships built on lies can still work out. Have you ever seen those lone wolf wall pieces some people have in their living room? Someone made an anime out of it. Completely horny, broke and useless human being gets his life saved by his pet. Now he transforms into a chainsaw and kills devils. He's still broke, but he got the dog in him. And she got that dog in her. Gender swapped lo-fi Twilight without werewolves and cringe. A beautiful forbidden love triangle dumpster fire for people who enjoy suffering. The same thing, but worse. Men doing manly things and the #1 recommendation for everyone who lives by the sentence, kiss the homies goodnight. Probably the sanest romance anime out there. Set in a shithood fever dream without any ethics and laws, just like Detroit. A lizard man who wasn't always a lizard man and his martial artist friend are in search for the magician who made the lizard man a lizard man. Office worker gets killed on street, reincarnates as an overpowered blue blob, becomes buddies with a dragon, builds his own village, and dabbles into politics. There are so many drunk and naked characters that you often forget that this anime is about diving. Representatives of the 12 Chinese zodiac signs kill each other to death. It is also the first show that made me afraid of bunnies. The second show that made me afraid of them. Take an omnipotent skeleton seeking world domination, a virgin succubus, a goth lolly, make it dark fantasy, and sprinkle everything with way too many lizards. Great world building, an interesting storyline, beautiful animations, appealing side characters, and a protagonist that is the personification of a social media cancel. Horny dude experiences the worst first date outcome imaginable, gets taken in by his hot demon senpai, receives shonen powers and a giant harem, and continues to not get laid for several seasons. Dreams, self-doubt, and anxiety, all the things a 10 out of 10 show needs. Also, it's an anime about making anime. It won't get any more meta than that. It's kinda like Baccano set in Japan. It's kinda like Durara set in the United States. I don't wanna rip open old wounds, but it still didn't get a second season. And let's be real, probably never will. I'm actually surprised and also kinda disappointed that there wasn't more gaslighting in this show. By the way, Yotsuba best girl. The 8th one is finishing all of this, but I think we can all agree that we would love a spin-off with this guy. Boy falls in love with his school bully because he's a masochist. What actually is going on with all these anthropomorphic anime being absolute bangers? And why the hell are they so relatable? Okay, maybe not this one. Pirate looking guy and abusive girl play wingmen for each other and completely fail. But in a good way. When you know it's a masterpiece but you still want it to finally end. Just like this video. I lied.